everyone, welcome to Little Sprinro channel. I'm Jess and this is Little Sprinro. And today we're gonna talk about light and shadow. Light and shadow, such important factor in your painting. It can make a basic looking painting turn into a more eye-catching and more sophisticated painting. So today I'm gonna show you how to do that. So right here I have 4 paintings that look exactly the same. I put them on 4 different layers, name them 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're gonna paint each of them with a different light setting. For the first one, we have a morning light setting, so the sun is shining through the window into a room with a 45-degree angle. I used a very bright yellow color to paint morning light on the wall with the help of selection tool to help me paint a straight line. Now that's just the wall. To paint the light on the cat and the table, I have to create a separate clip mask layer, clipping it to layer number 1. Set that layer to overlay and then start painting it on the left side of the pictures where the sun is hidden. So the left side of the table, the cat, and don't forget the lamp as well. Now you notice the light quite straight on the wall and the table because these are very straight and flat surface, but on the cat the light is going to be bent because the shape of the cat. I'm going to use the smudge tool to blend that out to make it look soft. With the smudge tool, I'm also going to add some light to the mouth and the nose area of the cat because the sun would hit that area as well. And still with the smudge tool, I'm going to add a little bit of light on the right side of the cat as well because the morning light is so bright. Some of that light is going to bounce on the wall to the back side of the cat as well. Especially in this case, the cat is white and white is a very reflective color. I also add some light on the right side of the table because in this case, most of the lights on the right side of the table will be blocked by the cat, but the cat is not that big that can block the whole table, so that's why we still can see some light shining through there. Next one is going to be a sunset light. The sun is setting, so the light angle is going to be lower this time, about 30-degree angle. For the sunset, I choose a light pink color. Some alternative color you can choose is red, purple, or orange. So the same thing, I create a clip and mask layer, clip into layer number 2 and set blend mode to overlay. Some alternative options for blend mode, you can choose color dodge or screen. They give you slightly different effect. I find overlay is most common and my favorite one to use. So similar to picture number 1, I'm going to paint it on the right side of the object, the cat, the table, the light, and then I'm going to use the smudge tool to blend it out on the cat to make it look soft. Then I use the selection tool to erase one line on the cat. This step is optional, it doesn't have to be there. I just want to suggest the idea of a window frame that is blocking the light, so we see that one line on the cat. I also add a darker pink to the edge of the cat just to add variation in color. I also add shadow on the right side of the cat because it's evening, it's darker in the room now, so the shadow would be darker, more visible compared to the morning light setting. To add the shadow, I create another clip and mask underneath the picture number 2 and set blend mode to multiply and choose a gray color for the shadow. It doesn't have to be dark gray because by setting blend mode to multiply, any color you choose will automatically be darker. So then I just use the smudge tool to blend it out and make sure you have the shadow curved to the shape of the cat. That way it looks more natural and believable. I'm just gonna add some light to the leg of the cat because it makes sense to me that the sun would hit that spot too. And then now I'm just painting the light on the wall. So next we're gonna paint some night light setting. Wow, this cat been sitting here a long time for us to paint. That explains the crummy face. I'm gonna start with painting the shadow on the wall. It's nighttime, so our color is gonna be dark blue. No more light from the window. So the left side of the cat is now shadow instead of light. Remember how we do that? Create a clip and mask layer and set it to multiply. And then I'm going to use the smudge tool to blend it out. And don't forget to put the color on the right ear of the cat as well. The brush I'm using is just a round brush. This can be done with any brow brush that's available to you. Now, our light source will come from the lamp. Yes, I put the lamp there for a reason, guys. I didn't just randomly draw the lamp there for nothing. So on a separate layer, I'm going to paint the light coming out of the lamp and set this layer opacity to 75% so we can see through it. Next, I create a clip and mask for picture number 3 and set it to overlay. Use the same yellow that we use to paint the light onto the cat. And even though the light is pointing down, some of that light's still gonna bounce onto the cat's ear. So you see me paint a little bit of yellow on the cat's ear as well. And then with a brighter yellow, I painted on the very edge of the cat, create a highlight on the edge. Now for the last one, it will be midnight, so I paint the entire wall in a super dark blue. I want to do a very different light setting, so I add a string of green Christmas light on the table. Let's paint the shadow first. I create a clip and mask to picture number 4 and set it to multiply. With the same dark blue color, I'm going to paint the cat and the lamb. This time, the green light glow from the bottom of the cat, so everything on top is going to be shadow. Of course, I will blend out the shadow just like we did with the other 3 pictures. I erased some part of the shadow because I think that's where I'm gonna paint the light on. And then on another layer, with blend mode to overlay, I start painting the highlight. I pick the same green color from the light source and start painting it on the bottom part of the feet and the face and the bottom of the lamb as well. Then I realized my shadow is a bit too dark, so I turned the opacity down to 75% for the shadow. I also adjust the string light to make them a little bigger because that's quite a bright light on the cat, so it makes more sense to me that the light source should be bigger. And I also add just a tiny bit of green onto the cat's ears as well. And we have just completed the tutorial today. Same picture with 4 different light settings. Hope you enjoyed the video and learned something from it. And if you did, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And we'll see you next Friday.